Have you ever walked into a home that feels like it's straight out of a luxury magazine? Every detail meticulously chosen, every corner exuding elegance. Today, I'm excited to share 7 architectural details that will turn your home into a masterpiece without breaking the bank. Whether you're planning to rebuild, renovate, or simply upgrade your space, these transformative tips are about to redefine what you call home sweet home. Be sure to pay close attention. Hidden throughout this video is a secret link to my entire architectural filing system. It's 100% free just for you. It's a completely free tool that will revolutionize your project organization and branding, with branding being number 7 on this list. Now let's start with the heart of every home, the kitchen. We all know it's where memories are made. It's where Nonna makes the gnocchi. It's where Barker makes the baklava. Konevoli baklava. But beyond colors and textures in the kitchen, it's the details that truly matter. For instance, have you ever considered the benchtop edging profile? Take, for example, the most common choice, the basic pencil round edge. It's functional, it's safe, but it's also very boring. It doesn't quite evoke that wow factor we're aiming for. With multiple alternatives for every architectural style, let's explore a contemporary favorite of mine, the shark nose profile. Notice how it tapers at the top? This small change is anything but ordinary. The shark nose profile instantly grabs your attention. It adds a touch of sophistication and uniqueness to your kitchen. It's a subtle yet striking detail that your guests won't be able to ignore, which in turn instantly adds value to your home. But here's the beauty of it. Making this change is cost neutral. When you're already investing into a kitchen, you want to invest into these details. It's a high value, low cost choice, and that is exactly what this video is about. Now let's talk about a design element that often goes unnoticed, but can transform your entire living space. We're talking about skirting boards. When it comes to interior design, it's not just about what's at eye level. It's also about all the little details that connect everything seamlessly. Have you ever walked into a room with beautiful hardwood floors, only to be met with a skirting that just doesn't match? It's a common oversight. But here's the thing, skirting plays a significant role in the overall aesthetics of a space. Mismatched or cheap skirtings can disrupt the harmony of your entire home. So let's consider an alternative. Matching your skirtings with your hardwood floors. It's a subtle yet impactful design choice. When the skirting seamlessly flows from the floor, it creates a sense of continuity, elegance, and sophistication. If you're wondering, does matching the skirtings break the bank? Well, the good news is no, it does not, but it is a little bit more expensive. In my opinion, the added value to your home's aesthetics is well worth the investment. Now, did you spot that QR code behind me? Scan it for your free access to my comprehensive architectural filing system. If you're on your phone, I've buried the link at the very bottom of the description. Let's move on to ceiling heights. And ceiling heights, generally speaking, are either 2.4 or 8 foot in most homes. It meets the building code requirements, sure, but it often feels a little bit claustrophobic. Now imagine stepping into a room with ceiling heights of 2.7 meters or 9 feet. It's still within a reasonable budget for most projects, but it creates an immediate sense of spaciousness. This extra height can open up a room and make it feel so much more inviting. Here's where things get really exciting. If you're looking for a truly premium ceiling height, consider going to 3 meters or 10 feet. This is a game changer for architectural homes. It creates an incredibly luxurious and spacious ambience. Of course, if you're starting with 2.4 meter ceilings and jumping to 3 meters, this can be expensive. So the key is to find the middle ground that suits your budget whilst optimizing the sense of space. If you're concerned about the cost, it isn't something that only adds value to your home, but it also enhances the quality of life. In my opinion, that is worth every cent. Now, you've probably walked into a well-designed room before, only to have your eyes immediately drawn to an exposed air conditioning unit on the wall. It's a common sight in many homes and many spaces, but it's a big no-no in the premium world of design. Let me show you the magic of concealing services. Imagine that same room with the air conditioning unit discreetly tucked away inside a built-in wall or a bulkhead. It's no longer an eyesore, it's part of the design. It has been truly considered. As a residential example, imagine in your bedroom that this air conditioning unit was concealed above your bedroom robe. This space is often left empty, but it could be used for so many more creative things. Simply installing the air conditioning unit inside the bulkhead and creating a screen in the wall is simple, practical, and architectural. The screen can be anything as well. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be a bit of timber, plasterboard, or you can even take a ducted AC vent and plaster it in. It just has to be enough to let the air out. If you're wondering about the cost, again, this is good news that Concealing Services doesn't have to break the bank. It's a smart design choice and making the most of the spaces you already have. Let's continue by addressing a common challenge in architectural design: indoor and outdoor connection. More often than not, we find rooms with an indoor and outdoor connection. But the challenge is there is a physical barrier, either with a track or some form of step. Most of us already have a glass sliding door that leads to their backyard. But here's the game changer. Instead of a traditional raised track that you have to step over, the sliding door can actually be dropped into the structure of your building. With this small but architectural design adjustment, you can create a level transition between the indoors and the outdoors. It removes the physical and mental barrier that connects us to Mother Nature. This architectural detail costs little more than standard practice. It's something you'll experience as an unexplainable love for your home. If we acknowledge that lighting isn't just about visibility, it can be about creating atmosphere, we can do so much more. If you've ever walked into a room with harsh clinical lighting, it can feel cold and unwelcoming. I know I definitely have, and it really sucks. Now picture that same room with warm and inviting lighting. Something similar to the lights behind me right now. It changes the entire mood. It makes the space feel cozy and comfortable. The secret is in the color and temperature of the lighting. A 3000 Kelvin warm light emits a natural, comforting glow. On the other hand, a 6000 Kelvin daylight white is clinical, harsh, and unwelcoming. Here's where it gets exciting again, because everyone loves a little bit of clever tech. With smart bulbs and control systems, you can have the best of both worlds. Set your lights to bright and white during the day for productivity, and shift to warm whites in the evening for relaxation. And mood lighting doesn't have to be an expensive addition. You can start by selecting the right bulbs and fixtures to achieve the desired effect. If you want to go further and explore smart lighting, it's a cost-effective investment into your home's ambience, all of which can be installed retrospectively. And as this video goes live on a Friday afternoon, you can take the weekend to test, change your globes, and let me know in the comments down below how much of a difference this has made to your home. Finally, think about your favorite brands. They're consistent, recognizable, and make you feel a certain way. Your home can and should do the same. Let's start with the basics. Naming your home. Just like a brand needs a name, your home should have one too. It's a simple yet powerful way to create identity for your spaces. After that, you can extend your branding to various elements throughout your home. Imagine your letterbox text matches that of your doorbell, which matches your floor mats. It's a cohesive visual identity that sets the scene for what's inside. Changing the fonts on all of these items literally costs nothing, except a little bit of patience and a little bit of time. Yet it can completely transform your home's visual identity. If you need help branding your home, I've developed a brand building guide. It's an incredibly versatile tool that can easily be customized to match your unique style and identity. Whether it's for your home or even a business, it should be your first point of call before making any creative decision. I've linked it in the description down below. To recap, number 1, pick a benchtop profile that is striking. Number 2, stop picking cheap and nasty skirtings. Number 3, your ceiling heights really do matter. Number 4, hide those ugly surfaces, please. Number 5, drop those door tracks into the structure and forget about them. Number 6, add warmth to your home via mood lighting. And finally, number 7, brand your home. Anyway, that's all from me, team. If you've enjoyed this video, consider subscribing for new content weekly.